Welcome to Melon Kitchen. I'm so excited to share with you guys another What's for Dinner episode. Let's get into this. So, dinner number one, I wanted to do something with the rotisserie chicken. And this is such a simple recipe that you can eat with tostadas or by itself. You can use green cabbage, purple cabbage. It adds such a crunch. And all I did was basically chopped up everything, added some avocado, some lime juice. You can use a combination of mayonnaise and sour cream, like me, or you could just do one if you preferred that. Sprinkle in some your favorite Mexican seasonings. I like chili powder and cumin, and of course, the Lawry's garlic salt. And that's it. And you just mix it all together, and it is delicious. You can even add corn to it. I do that sometimes. I also had some salsa that I had made, some fresh homemade salsa, and I use that for a topping. But you don't have to use that because those flavors are going to be mixed in very well, especially if you let it sit for about 20 minutes before eating. And it was so good. This time of year, I love using my barbecuer. My favorite way to make zucchini is on the grill. And I just sliced these pretty thin. I picked up some of this kielbasa sausage from Costco. It's the first time I'm trying it. Some corn on the cob. And I'm like I say, I am working on my barbecuing skills. They're getting somewhat better. So sometimes I like to season the zucchini. This night I just use some of my salted butter and just put that on there. And dinner turned out great. I put some sauerkraut and mustard on the kielbasa. I will say that the skin around the kielbasa was very tough, and you could take it off. But overall, the sausages were very good. The next dinner we had was shrimp, and I was really lazy with the shrimp. I bought it already cooked cocktail shrimp, chopped up some zucchini. These are the marinated mozzarella balls. If you saw my Costco haul, I mentioned that we're trying them. I do really like them. I will say it's a huge container, and I felt like it was more than I needed, but they were very yummy. I will say that. And then for this dish, it worked out great. So I'm squeezing some lemon in there, my Lawry's garlic salt, and I am just heating these up. Like I say, they're already cooked. The one of the most important seasonings is Italian seasoning when it comes to this type of grilled shrimp, and it just adds the flavor. I really like one that has a lot of basil in it, or if I just have basil, I really like that on grilled shrimp. And so does my youngest son. He loves grilled shrimp like that. So I just mixed the zucchini in there. I don't like my vegetables mushy, so I don't put it in for too long. Chopped up those mozzarella balls a little bit and just heated it till everything was warm. And it turns out really yummy and satisfying. We went to a cabin for a mini vacation, and I purchased this salmon from Costco. It is the salmon Milano with basil pesto butter. And it was really easy to make because it was already made. I just got to put it in the oven. Salt and pepper on there. The dill weed's very strong. The pesto's in the butter with the olive oil. And I really enjoyed it overall. It was very tasty. I got a salad kit to go with it on the side. This salad kit came with some dried corn and cheese. And it was a lot of cabbage. I have had salad kits that I prefer better. Like I love the Caesar salad kit. The dill and pesto just really went together. I really liked that flavor mixture, and that's what it looked like coming out of the oven. Here is my salad with some dressing on it. And the salmon, like I say, was so tender and flavorful. It was really enjoyable. I got these Martinellis as a special little treat. I also thought I'd show you guys some of the stuff we had at the cabin. I got some cherries. These are from Costco. Some ham for sandwiches with pepper jack cheese. And we made some awesome sandwiches. We went to this place called Aunt Bee's Country Bakery. And this is a Marionberry cream cheese puff. Oh my, it is so good. As you can tell, we ate most of it. And the bakery was awesome. Here's some bread, some cinnamon raisin bread, and Cheerios. We like Cheerios for breakfast. I cut up some watermelon. You guys know how much I love watermelon. This watermelon was very juicy and yummy. This is a cookie also from the bakery, and it had honey, coconut oil, dried fruit, and nuts. It was overall pretty healthy. Actually inspired me to make a list of how I am going to replicate a cookie similar to this. It was very tasty for a pretty healthy cookie. And then we also got some cookies with sprinkles on them, and they were both very delicious. The bakery that we went to, the Aunt Bee's Country Bakery, you can pre-order food with them, and that's what I did. This is a prime rib pot pie, and it just sounded amazing. It has a puff pastry, which I don't normally bake with at home, but I am starting to realize that maybe I should. So this is what it looked like coming out of the oven, and it was just loaded with food. It was $30 for a family size, and I wasn't sure, how big it was going to be if we were going to be satisfied. Let me tell you, it is huge. And in there's celery, there's potatoes, there's carrots, zucchini, mushrooms, brown gravy. And one thing that I really like too is with a lot of pot pies, it's really creamy and runny, which is, I'm not saying that's not good, but this one, it was just like flavoring everything and keeping it moist. And this doesn't look that appetizing in the bowl, but let me tell you, it was so good. I love to eat prime rib the traditional way, but in this pot pie, it was just juicy and tender and moist. And if you're ever going to Welch's, Oregon, I would say check out that bakery. Thank you so much for watching this episode of What's for Dinner. I hope that you liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I share grocery hauls, recipes, and food reviews. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.